gonna crush you like the bug you are!
The Marvel vs. Capcom series is one of my all-time favorite fighting games. I have quite the number of childhood memories playing the original on the first PlayStation and basking in its gorgeous 2D sprite glory. Since then, we have moved forward in gaming and Capcom has abandoned the classic 2D art style in turn for 3D models. While this look and feel of the game might not be as polished as the original, when you see the fantastic roster of Marvel heroes and the extensive list of Capcom fighters, you'll be filled with nothing but joy at how well each of them have been presented.
Alright! Who will prevail?
All biological life must be exterminated.
The game sees Sigma, Mega Man's main antagonist, and Ultron, the supervillain from Marvel Avengers series, team up to try to take over the world. The main story in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite sees the fighter roster from both games team up to bring down this new threat who has targeted the Infinity Stone, yet another major story detail from the Marvel Universe.
Forged. Heroes of both dimensions. Welcome to ours.
These Infinity Stones are present through the Marvel series as well as in the comics. Each stone represents an element in the universe, and with it in hand you can control life itself. Control all 5 stones and you're basically a god.
Oh, show him what we've made of you.
Throughout the story mode, I took control of various fighters from the massive roster of characters. Each of them had a turn to fight as the story mode plays out across the various locations in the universe.
Have you come to beg for my help?
You have no choice. Help us.
Release me, and I will give you what you want.
My most favorite moment was an early game one, where Captain America sets off with Ryu to find the Soul Stone and ventures to Valkanda, which in Marvel vs. Capcom is a mixture of the city where Black Panther takes place and the Monster Hunter universe, yet another great Capcom series. I won't spoil it, but just be prepared for some rather epic cinematics.
Ready! Fight!
But the game's cinematics never failed me, as throughout the story, the narrative comes to life with some great voice acting and some pretty intense set pieces. The final showdown is a true tribute to both the Marvel series and Mega Man. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite has a fantastic fighting scheme and it feels so much the same as past games. This combined with an easy to use combo system, an extremely over the top hyper move and special move list sees the screen light up in every pixel as you quickly perform combos, ultimate attacks and switching between your tag team partner to do it all over again. The Infinity Stones in the game play a crucial role in battle as each one of them is used for a different reason. Pressing L1 during combat uses the stone's special effects. The Time Stone, for example, let me sprint to the other side of the stage, and the Soul Stone let me drain life from my opponents. These stones give the match a new level of detail to keep in mind when facing an opponent or choosing one of your own. The roster is truly the best there's been in the series, with Marvel's greatest heroes like Iron Man, Thor, Rocket Raccoon, Thanos and much more. Capcom equally has the same cameos such as Ryu, Morrigan, Zero, Chris Redfield, Nemesis and more. To see these characters fighting one another is truly a fantastic clash of worlds and it works so well.
Fight!
Fighting, in general, is easy to master and it can also be as hard as you want. You can sit and try and pull off a 40-hit combo, but that might take practice. However, you can also try your best to pull off every special move and throw in a few punches here and there, and it will still look and feel pretty great as if you were a true professional at the game. Everything in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is as you would expect it to be. It does not weigh itself down with any extra modes that you might not play. It is simple yet effective. After the 5-hour story mode, I headed into the arcade to play a couple dozen matches, and then into training to polish up my combos before heading online for some sweaty multiplayer. There is very little to unlock and progress to other than a ranking, but in a way it keeps the game focused on what it does best. Its awesome fighting system and insane moves.
We had a dream. Our two diseased realities united to form a single perfect universe. Will you not bow before your god?